Welcome to Board and Savior Plays another Final Girl game. This time, it's North Pole Nightmare, a brand spanking new one. I got this game yesterday, and you are seeing me play it for only the second time. I lost. I was killed. I was murdered by the villain, but not this time. Now that I'm doing it with you, we'll be fine, I'm sure. I hope. This is North Pole Nightmare, the brand new Final Girl game from Ryder Games. I just did a Kickstarter for Series 3, and they shipped this new game way before they're shipping out Series 3, because they already did all the production on it and everything. So I have this game. I am, among, I don't know, a couple hundred people who have this game right now. So that's very exciting. I wanted to do a playthrough and get it up to show you guys what this one's like. As you can see, we are in Santa's village, and we are facing off against Krampus, and we are none other than Mrs. Claus herself. The most famous final girl of all time? Perhaps? Maybe not. I don't know. How does this one work? What are the differences? Well, you can, there's linked in the description my very first Final Girl review. At the start of that review, I talk about how the game works. So if you don't know how Final Girl works, go watch that first. But what are the new things that this particular scenario adds to the picture? Well, a couple things. First of all these victims in Santa's village, these are elves, and elves are nothing if not talkative. So every single time Mrs. Claus enters a space with an elf, she loses one time depending on how many elves are there. So that'll be a fun little challenge to need to weigh. Do we want to save these elves and prevent Krampus from killing them, or do we want to avoid that because they're going to take all the time off the clock and maybe prevent us from killing Krampus? Fun little problem. And then the other big thing is that Krampus does not just go around killing elves, he goes around killing elves and leaving little presents all around. And his Santa sack has been a little bit mixed up with the real Santa sack. So while yes, many of the presents that he will leave, most of the presents that he leaves will be bad and dangerous, there are a few good gifts sprinkled along the way. Whenever a victim enters a space with one of those presents, they will automatically open that present, and then whatever bad thing will take place. But if I am in a space, if Mrs. Claus is in a space with the presents, she can choose to open a present, and if she lucks out and opens up one of Santa's gifts, we will get something very, very useful to defeating this deadly Christmas beastie. So with all that said, all of that set up, let's just start this game with the opening event. Let's shuffle these up and see what event we are going to kick things off with. Here we go. The Northern Lights. Science Schmience. It's North Pole magic, is what this card says. You may roll an additional die when resolving a distraction action card. You must roll one fewer die when resolving a focus action card. Oh, gosh. Okay, that's bad. That's very bad. I was like, oh my gosh, what a nice little starting event. We get something extra when doing the distractions, but every single focus is going to be at a one die penalty. Okay, that's a problem. That's an issue for sure. Don't like that very much at all. All right. Let's begin. So, I haven't really taken a look at the starting board over here just yet, so let's see. So Krampus is in the middle. He's in the village center. Mrs. Claus is off to the side, close to the stables right now, a couple spaces away from Santa's house. You could go see the big man himself. Victims are all kind of spread out, but most of them are on the runway hanging out with any of the reindeer who aren't in the stables. So what is Krampus going to do on his turn? So if you look over at Krampus's little killer action line, he first targets anyone in his space and attacks, and then he targets anyone close by and moves to them, and then he will leave a present. So he is going to go wherever, if he can get to, he wants to go to the most victims possible, and I'm pretty sure that is this space over here, because everything is 1-2 spaces away. There's nothing that's 1 space away. So yeah, he's going to go over here first, and he's going to leave some presents over there. And he only moves 1 space at a time right now. So we've got a little bit of time to maybe get some stuff done. How do we want to do it, though? What item do we want to pick up first? Whoa! Actually, I just remembered in my setup I was supposed to do this. Snowballs, the item card at the stables, Snowballs says, when this card is revealed, immediately take it. No search action required. So because it started the game revealed, we start with a couple of snowballs. What do snowballs do? We can discard this card when adjacent to the killer to take a distraction action card, which does work with Northern Lights. So we would like to get adjacent to the killer as soon as possible just so we can grab that distraction card and have that right off the bat. Okay. So with that in mind, and I do think that Santa's house has the BB gun, which I do want to go grab. I want to, as the card suggests, I want to shoot Krampus's eyes out. I want to go in that direction, and I would love to pick up some victims along the way. So I think our path is going to be like here, Santa's house. So let's kick things off with a little bit of a walk action. I really feel like focus actions are going to be pretty much dead cards for me because I'm only rolling one die. So the chances of getting a success out of it are pretty slim. 1 in 3 is not great. So I'm guessing I'm just going to be using the focuses largely for fodder when we roll the discard 2 cards to turn that into a success. We'll probably just use the focuses for that. Okay, all right. His bloodlust is not actually that high just yet, thank goodness. Okay. If you watch my last playthrough, you know that I close my eyes and I roll 1 die at a time because I have a dumb superstition. And, we got 1 success, so I guess it kind of worked. So we move 1 space and we lose 1 time, so we're going to go there. Okay, camera cut off. Don't worry, nothing happened. All right, so we are just going to resume. So we walk 1 space, we go right there. I am going to sell 2 of these focuses for 2 points. I'm going to buy 2 close calls. I'm going to buy 1 distraction. I am going to buy 1 sprint, and then we are going to pass the turn. So something that happened here is that Krampus was just going to go to the closest spot with the most victims because everyone was equidistant. Now someone is actually 1 space away, and it's me. So Krampus and Mrs. Claus are going to link up right there, and we are going to roll a die to see where his present goes, because it's just like panicking victims. They go along the routes from his from the space that he's in. So 1 to 3 is over here. So this present is going to go here, and then this victim is instantly going to open it. Oh, come on! Terrible start. So this is one of the very, very good presents. This is one of Santa's presents, but whenever it enters a space with the victim automatically opens it and they get the present. We do not get to benefit at all. So the victim gets a gift from Santa and we get nothing. And then that makes it much less likely that we are going to find any other good presents. Thank you so much, victim. That's very helpful. Okay. We love to see it. Okay, next up we have the terror card. A silhouette in the distance. All victims move 1 space closer to the present nearest them after the horror level goes up 2 spaces. If there are no presents on the board, they move 1 space closer to Krampus instead. So every single victim moves toward the closest present on the board. There are none, so they are all going to go toward Krampus, which we are in that space. Okay, there's a big problem, which is that if I want to get these victims to safety, I'm going to need to go through some other victims and lose a lot of time, which is not great, but it is what it is. Lovely. Okay, we are back to me. No one panics because no one died that time around. Let's start everything off with a distraction, and we will roll 3 dice for this because of the northern lights up above. So, as you know, close eyes 1 at a time. And that's why we do it. We got 2 successes. Look at that. So this goes down 2 just to counter that freaking terror card, and we get 2 time there. Okay. I'm thinking we sprint here. I'm thinking we sprint. That feels like that makes some sense to me. We can get a couple of these victims to safety, get them out of Krampus's reach. Krampus is gonna kill somebody this turn, no matter what. Which isn't awesome, but it is what it is. The elves gotta die at some point, right? That's just, it's in their contract. Elves before Santa. Elves before Clauses. That's the rule in the contract. Okay, 1 success, 1, we could turn it into a success. So either we get to move 2 spaces and lose 1 time, or we can discard 2 cards to move 3 spaces and lose 1 time. Do we want to? Yeah, I think let's discard weak attack and short rest to turn this into 3 successes. So we're going to lose a time, and then we are going to take these 2 victims, because we can only take up to 2. We're going to move 1, 2, and when we move through this space, we lose 2 time, because those elves are like, hey, oh wait, Mrs. Claus, we got to tell you something. And they distract me, so I save these 2 victims. Mrs. Claus's benefits for saving victims are all just gaining health, and she has full health, so these benefits are just lost, which is too bad, but at least we are not letting Krampus take out these victims. And then we have 1 movement left. We can only go 1 place. We go back here, and they're like, oh, Mrs. Claus, so glad you came back. We got something else to say. So I lose 2 more time from that. Here's the thing. I have a walk action in my hand. I could use it and you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I am adjacent to Krampus, so I'm going to discard the snowballs to take this other distraction, and I'm gonna play it immediately. I just want to lower this horror level as much as possible. Remember, we get the 3 dice from the Northern Lights. So let's see if we can get another 2 successes. Ooh, Superstition did not help us that time. So we can either lower the level 1 and then lose 4 time, or we can discard 2 cards to lower the level 1 and gain 1 time. I mean, if we lose 4 time, this round immediately ends, which is not awesome. If we discard 2 cards, then I lose my walk. I get a walk back. I think let's do that. So I'm going to discard Close Call and Walk to turn that into a success. So we gain 1 time, lower the level by 1. So we have $4 to spend. Someone is wearing high heels upstairs and is just like walking, just like going for a walk around their apartment. I don't know if you can hear that, but I can, and it feels like a good use of their time, if you're asking me. Okay, so $4 to spend. We'll get all our 0 cost cards back. What do we want to do? I think we're gonna go with Sprint and Search because we're near the stables, so we could maybe search the stables, see if there's anything good over there. That's what we're gonna do, Sprint and Search. Now, Krampus is going to kill his first victim. Krampus kills this guy because he's in Krampus's space. It's going to raise the Bloodlust 1. Then he is going to target the closest space with victims. There are 2 options, but he's going to go for whichever one has more. So he's going to go over to this space with 5 victims, and he will drop a present. Where will that present go? Your guess is as good as mine. Along the 5. So that present is going to the runway. Okay. Present on the runway. Now it's time for terror. Okay, he's got some coal balls. If neither you nor any victims are adjacent to Krampus's space, discard this. So no one is adjacent to Krampus's space. They are in his space. We will discard that and draw another, which is great. We're getting closer and closer to his ultimate ability. Fantastic. Oh my gosh. All right, a silhouette in the distance. All victims, oh my gosh, they're gonna leave my space. And this goes up 2 again. Oh my gosh, that's great. So these victims go there. These victims go there. All 5 of these victims head to the runway. Jeez, just stand up straight, you frickin' freaks. I'm not even gonna bother. So they are opening this present. They open a Krampus present. So these are the worst of the worst. Some of these are just like increase the horror level, like increase the bloodlust level. Some of them are these cards, which are terrible. So what's this one? Repelling Force. The present is pushing everything away from it. Place the Repelling Force token in this space and repeatedly panic everyone until this space is empty. Victims may no longer enter this space, and any victims added to it will repeatedly panic until it is empty. You must lose a heart when entering this space. This effect overrides all others. Okay, so we've got some North Pole winds blowing, and all these victims are going to panic out of this space. Half and half. Okay, lovely, very cool, very nice, very good. It's like... This is the horror level is a problem. I can't get it down. I've lowered it 3 times and it's raised from where it started at. It's not ideal. All right, and now, since the victims left my space, I need to enter their space again, which loses me 2 time. I wish that wasn't what was going on. Do we just let Krampus just run wild with all these victims, just kill them all? I feel like there's other things for us to be doing right now. We need to get weapons. We want to go to Santa's house. We got to go through tons of victims. I feel like we got to try out Santa's workshop. So we're going to go to the stables first because we don't know what's in there. There may be a weapon. So let's walk to the stables. Kick things off with a walk to the stables. We have the focuses in hand, and the focuses suck because of the Northern Lights now. Ugh. My eyes weren't closed. Oh my gosh, we gotta discard cards. Well, we've got the focuses. I wish I wasn't using this on the very first roll of this turn. So we move 1 space, we lose 1 time, and then we will search here. See what we can find in the stables. These dice are being mean to me, so I'm going to take different ones. I'll just take 1 success here. Just one little success is all I'm asking for. Oh, it was so nice to me. So I'm just going to lose the time now just so I remember to do it. So we look at the top 2 of these cards. Choose 1 to keep, and then place the other on the top face up or underneath face down. All right. So we have an Ice Skate and Santa's Sack. Ice Skate is just a weapon that will be good and useful. Santa's Sack says discard Santa's Sack to look at all the item cards set aside during setup and take one of your choice. Well, you know what? We are still in the stable space, so whichever one we take, we can just leave the other one there and just take it next turn, because I want both of these things. Both of these things seem very, very good. I will take Santa's Sack now and leave the Ice Skate there face up so that next turn I can grab it. So we are going to use Santa's Sack right away. All right, so all of the item cards that were set aside at the start are over here. Let's take a look at what we got. We got Candy, Woodcutter's Axe, Slingshot, Workshop Hammer, Red Wagon, and Pepper Spray. Candy. Discard the candy during the action phase to make a horror roll with 5 dice. For each star, choose one of the following. 2 more time, 2 hearts, move 1 space. Seems pretty good. Woodcutter's Axe. You got to be in the same space. It is the only weapon that you can carry, but it does 2 additional damage. All right, very good. Slingshot has a range of 1, so you got to be adjacent to the killer. It takes both hands and it only shoots twice. Okay. Workshop Hammer. You lose only 1. Ooh. You lose only 1 time when entering a space with victims, no matter how many are in the space. That seems pretty good judging by how things are right now. That seems very good. Red Wagon, 1 additional victim may follow you. Hop inside, little elf. I love that. And Pepper Spray. If the killer is in your space, you may discard this to immediately end the killer phase. Ignore their remaining movement, attacks, and any other effects. I'm kind of feeling like the hammer. Woodcutter's axe, obviously great for the double damage, but I can have the hammer in one hand and the ice skate in the other. And that seems pretty good. It does mean that I need to take the search thing and do that next turn, but I'm kind of feeling like the hammer because of the current board state and how there's so many victims, and I could get into spaces only costing one time for me. We're going to hold on to our sprint and our close call. Sprint so that we can use that next turn. Grab back all the zeros. We are going to take a search so that we can look in the stables once again. That's going to cost us 2 time. And then, do we want to grab the other sprint? Do we want to grab a guard now? I think we're going to take the other sprint so we could maybe get all the way across the board and do some good stuff over there. All right, let's see what Krampus does. First of all, he's going to kill a victim in his space. Sorry, little elf, you are dead. Now, oh my god. Okay, I didn't totally note what was coming up on the Bloodlust track. This goes up 2, which means we're only rolling 1 die now. Only rolling 1 die now, and we don't have any focuses. Awesome. He also has a movement speed of 2 now, which isn't that big of a deal. It's not great, but it's not that big of a deal. He's also going to drop off a present. Where is it going to go? Number 4. Number 4. Where is number 4? Is it that way? Yes, it is. There's a present waiting at Santa's house. How fitting! Okay, we are in a smack of trouble because we don't have any way that I am seeing. No, we don't have any way to reduce the horror level. So I think this sucks. I'm gonna search. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm only going to be able to buy 1 card if I want to get all those back. Okay, all right. We are going to search. We just want a success so we can grab that ice skate so we can deal as much damage to this son of a gun as possible. Eyes closed, fingers crossed. Success. Okay, discard 2 cards is fine because we kind of want to be able to take cards anyway. We are going to discard a short rest, and we're going to discard weak attack just because we're not anywhere close to Krampus right now. So we're going to discard those 2 to turn that into a success, lose a time, take the top item card in our space. Now we've got an ice skate and a workshop hammer. I'm ready to crack some freaking skulls. Crack some ice cold skulls. Okay, now though, I think we just pass here because we're rolling only 1 die. Take back all the zeros. Grab a distraction for sure. That's going to cost us 1, 2, 3. We got $2 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can get 2 more cards if we want to. I think now maybe is the time to grab a guard just so we've got it for whenever we need it. All right, Krampus kills another elf. No, please. Sorry. And drops another present. If it's a 4, I know where it's going. Santa's house. Nope, 2. 2 means it is heading over with these victims. So it instantly opens. It is another Krampus present. Killer surprise. Place Krampus. Oh no. Place Krampus in the space where this present opened, and he attacks. So now, I'm pretty sure I did not raise the Bloodlust when he killed that first victim. So now his dark power is revealed. Explosive gifts! Oh no! When a present is opened, roll a die. If the result is 1 or 2, ignore the normal effect and the present explodes, dealing a damage to everyone in the space. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's not good. That is not good at all. Okay. Explosive gifts. Good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, that's not all though, because terror. Oh, did I? No, I didn't do it. Terror. Nope. Oh, I was like, that seemed really bad. That must have been a terror card. No. We still got to do that. Prayer Vigil. 3 new victims in the village center. We're just gonna use these dead guys. We're gonna resurrect them. There's some zombie elves in there. 3 new victims in the village center, and then an event. What do we got? Coming in for a landing. Place 2 new victims at the runway and 2 new victims at the stables. Then, if Santa is in play, place him at the runway. If Santa is not in play, we need a bunch of new victims, though. Runway. So they are going to immediately panic because of the gale force winds. So they are going to split based on that. All right. Okay. That's a lot of victims. If we save 2 more, we will flip over Mrs. Claus' card and unlock her ultimate ability, which I will not reveal until we do that. But it's a good one. It's pretty fun. Okay. Why don't we, now that we're back to our turn, man, I've got half a mind to just start going after Krampus here. Now that there's just all these victims, like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, we have to start with a distraction because we're rolling 1 die otherwise. And that seems like a recipe for disaster. So 2 dice for the distraction. Thank goodness, Northern Lights. 2 successes here would be so... Not on the table, doesn't count. There's 1 die. Let's go for another one. Oh gosh. Oh god, it was a blank on the on the couch too. Well, why don't we use a close call there? Close call, lose 2 time to re-roll all dice. Closing my eyes. It's not doing what I want it to do. All right, 2 successes now. You had to get it out of your system. There's 1. There's, oh my gosh, not even 1. Just give me 1. Just give me 1, please. Drop the focuses. Jeez. All right, so that is gain 1 time. And it's just going to go right back because he's going to kill that freaking victim. Needed 2 successes there. Really needed 2. Really needed 2. Okay, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? We're going to sprint. We're booking it. Please, give me successes, you freaking jerk. I'll take 1. 1 success. No, are you kidding me? I haven't rolled a success this whole round yet. Not a 1. Discard 2 cards to walk 2 spaces. Getting rid of 2 walks here. Losing a time. Moving 2 spaces. 1, 2. All right, Mrs. Claus' ultimate ability has been unlocked. Recover all health. We don't need to. You no longer have a maximum health limit. For each additional victim save, recover 1 health. So we have as much health as we can possibly get now, which is very fun and definitely makes me want to just save as many victims as I can just to see how many hearts I can get for Mrs. Claus. But we're not doing that. I guess we do. This seems so bad. We do use sprint because we're gonna gain a horror, and then we're only gonna be rolling 1 die again. So I think we gotta do this now, which is bad. I don't want to use this right now. Just 1. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? This is ridiculous. And I can't even, so this is a failure. I just have to determine which type of failure it's going to be. I can move 1 space, lose 1 heart, lose 2 time, end the round, or don't move 1 space, just lose a heart and lose 2 time. I didn't roll a single success that whole time. I rolled 8 dice, not 1 success. Hopefully that's using up all of my bad luck. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, this is just really bad. I mean, I guess we move a space because the other way is it has the exact same effect. We lose a heart, lose 2 time, and then the thing ends and we're not doing anything else anyway. So that's what happens. We move 1 space. We've got 2 buying points. We're going to buy back these cards. We will take a search because we're going to go through Santa's workshop. I guess. Well, who knows how long it'll take us to get there. Yikes. Yikes. That was really, really bad. That was really bad. Oh, that felt just plain cruel. Okay. I think we're not going to be doing very much next turn. Okay, he kills this victim. It raises the bloodlust to that level. Now he hits for 3. Now he moves to the place closest with the most victims, which is there. He drops a present, which goes... I think it's actually... No, yeah, it does. It goes up here. There's a present there. Then terror time. Jingle kills. Batman Smills. If there are no victims on the board, there are. All right. Panic each victim that is adjacent to a present or to Krampus. So that is these 2 guys. So they are going to panic. 5 and 6. 5 goes there. 6 goes there. Is it that they just can't enter a space? We no longer enter to this space. So I guess then he's just like rebuffed. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen there. So he tries to enter and he's pushed back. And then targeting victims, he kills. So why don't we just increase that another? Why not? Right? Why not? Might as well. Might as well. It's totally fine. Okay, we have 1 die to use. These 2 victims that are with him need to panic because they just watched their elf friend die. 2 and 5. Oh my gosh. Okay, 2 and 5. So that victim goes there. Let's see if this present blows up. It does not. Oh my gosh, another Krampus present. Horrifying vortex. Oh no. Remember how at the start I was like, I'm gonna win this one for sure. No. If a victim opened this present, the victim is sucked into the present and lost forever. Not killed. Good. Good distinction. 2 horror and 1 bloodlust, which is just 3 bloodlust because this is at the top. So 1, 2, and then it goes around again for 3, which means we discard a terror card. Also this goes up another one because it passes this level, so we discard another terror card. Oh boy. What if I started rolling successes again? What if that's what happened? What if that's what happened? I mean, right? Like, what if? What frickin' if? I mean, I don't think I do anything on this turn. Really? There's 4 cards here. I'll be up to 8. I can buy 2. I buy distraction. I buy 2 distractions, maybe? I think that's what I gotta do. So just buy 2 distractions. We got a full hand of cards. This goes back there. And we're back to Krampus. Oh boy. Okay, so he attacks people in his space. There's no one there, thank goodness. Then he moves to the closest space with things. And then he drops a gift. 3. Where is 3? Where is 3? Oh, it goes to the village center. Okay. Now, terror, because things weren't bad enough. Okay, well, why not, right? I can't even fit them all in that space. All victims move one space closer to Krampus. And then he attacks twice. So, let's just do this. Let's just attack twice, because these two, so I don't have to put them all in the space. So those two die. That raises the Bloodlust twice. That discards the last two terror cards. And all these guys enter this space with Krampus. And that's what happens there. And then, because at the end of it, we do have to do Panic for all 5 of these. 2 along the 3. Okay, we'll do the present after. I guess we don't do the present after because one of them goes there first. And then does it explode? It does not explode. Discard the next terror card. Ha! I don't have to. Everything's as bad as it could possibly be already. Don't even worry. Merry Christmas. One of them goes along. Okay, so we did the 2 along the 3. Then 2 along the 4. No, 1 along the 4, 2 along the 5. Okay, and then Krampus is there again. Coolio. No. Okay, his ultimate ability. Let's see what it is. Bamf! Okay, Krampus is Nightcrawler, I guess. Place Krampus in the farthest target space and then attack twice. Interesting. So in order to avoid being attacked, you always need to be in Krampus's space when the killer phase starts. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. Huh, okay. Huh. All right, that's a fun little wrinkle. He's no longer dropping gifts either. It's all about attacking, which is bad because he's dealing 4 damage every turn, and I have 5 health left. So, cool. Why don't we kick things off with a distraction? We're rolling 2 dice because things are bad. Great. 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 Drop the 2 focus cards because they suck. Gain a time, gain a that. Now, we're going to go for the other distraction because we are rolling 3 dice. Let's just get some successes. Is that too much to ask? It is so far. I know I said I have to follow my own rules. It was a 6. It was a success. Oh, thank God. Thank God. All right, so this goes down again. We gain another time. Okay. Okay, we have 2 dice to work with. We have 2 dice to work with. I think we're going to walk so we can be in Krampus's space, because as we've just learned, the safest place to be now is in Krampus's space, interestingly enough. Great. Ha 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 ha. How fun. How fun. Let's drop short rest and walk. Why not? Why not just go through every single card? Why not? Why not? We lose the time and we walk. This is so bad. Weak attack. And this will probably be the last thing that we do. Weak attack. We would love to see just 1 effing success. That's all. Not too much to ask. We have a 1 in 3 chance on each of these dice. 1 in 3 chance, 1 in 3 chance, and we didn't get it. How fun. Do we lose both of these cards? Search and guard, those are good. Yep, I guess we do, because we need to start damaging this bastard. Okay, so he takes 3 damage, because we've got the skate, the hammer, and the attack. We lose a heart, which is not good, but he loses 3. Okay. Now we have no cards at all. Awesome. We have 7 spending. 7 spending. We need stuff that attacks. He is going to go to the furthest target, which is one of these. No, it's this one. I don't know why I said that. He's going to go there. He's going right there. We are not going to be able to get over there and attack unless we take Search and Furious Strike, which we could do. Sprint, Furious Strike, Close Call. That's all we get. And then we need to roll one success. Impossible, you say, based on how things have been going? You may be right. Let's do it, though. Sprint, Furious Strike, Close Call. That is 7. All these cards go back to their various spots. He is, now that the Terror deck is gone, he is very predictable, which is good. But he's also very dangerous, which is bad. Okay, now it is his turn. He goes to the farthest target, which is there, and then he attacks twice. So he attacks once. He recovers a heart, which is bad, but that's all he does. He is done. That's it. Now it is back to me. We're going to start with a sprint. We need a success. That's all. We need one success. These dice have been mean. These dice haven't been mean for a little while. So let's take those. We need one success. That's it. Not discard cards. We need a success. We need a 6 or a 5 on either of these dice. Do you get it? Do the dice? That's the question. Okay, actually, we really didn't need 2 successes. That's kind of annoying, honestly. But what are you going to do? We've used up our good luck. Well, we're losing a time because we're entering space with victims. We are going to take the victim with us so we can potentially turn it into a little bit of health later on. And that last, we're losing another time because of the sprint. That last movement is just gonna fade away, unfortunately. Unless we want to go to Santa's workshop. No, we just have to deal damage. Okay, Furious Strike. Again, one success is all I'm asking for is one success. We will have to use Close Call if we don't get one success. 2 successes would be amazing. I am not asking for that. Just one. Just one. One's all I'm asking for. Can you do it? Not the discard 2 cards. Just one of the stars. Okay. All right. I will take it, and I'm not going to use Close Call to re-roll that die. I will just take the fact that we are dealing 3 damage to the guy. And we are lowering this 1. And then the round ends. So we have $4. Gonna get back to zeros, and then we have $4. Take the Retaliate. Where is he gonna go? This is 1, 2 spaces away. This is 1, 2 spaces away. And we play with the rule of thematic, whatever. He wants to save the ones in Santa's workshop for the last. Like, he wants to savor that, I think. So he's going to go to the village center, kill both of those guys. Recover 2 hearts. Recover 2 hearts. Which sucks. Here's what I'm thinking. He's going to go to the village center. We need a sprint to meet him there. And then we can weak attack him there. Because we have weak attack again. So we need sprint. I think we also take guard. Because we will need it eventually, I think. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take those 2 as opposed to retaliate, because with retaliate, we wouldn't be able to get to the village center unless both of our walks went very well, which, that's not how things seem to be wanting to go. Put that back up. He goes to the furthest victim. He's going to kill both of them. He's going to recover 2 hearts. It's back to us. It's back to us. start off with a sprint because we need to get to him. Again, 1 success. 1 success. I'm going to do a separate roll to see which of these dice are lucky. Okay, these 2 are lucky. My weird superstitions. We need 1 star. 1 star. 1 star. 1 star. Ha 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 ha. How about none? Lose 2 focuses. Turn that into a success. So lose 2 focuses, lose a time for the sprint, and then we get to that space. We are here, like the Who's in Whoville. Now, here's the thing. If weak attack fully fails, we lose. Weak attack can't fully fail. We just can't let it fully fail. So we're going to do that first. Weak attack, first up. Just 1. Just 1 success. I'll take 2 if you want to give me 2, but 1 is all I'm asking for. Okay, 1 success. Do we turn it into 2? Or do we not? No, we do not. Lose a heart. Lose 3 hearts on him. And then do we short rest here? Do we gain back any hearts? I think no, because if he hits us for 4 and we guard, as long as we get 1 success, we're still alive. I think we don't do it here. But what do we buy? Sprint will get us into his space. Balls. Yeah. Okay. So here's what we do. We are going to spend a walk on getting a time. We're going to take a sprint for 2. We're going to take Furious Strike for 4. We're going to do that same thing that we did last time. And we're just going to, cross our fingers and all that. So that costs 6. These all go back. So he goes here, kills these 2 guys. Again, recovers 2 hearts, which we don't love. We don't love these recovering 2 hearts, but it is what it is. Here comes a sad choice for Mrs. Claus. Mrs. Claus is like, hey, little elf, in order to protect Christmas, I need to leave you here. Yeah. So we're going to sprint. We need a success here. Oh man, so sorry to this little elf. We need a success. Okay, got it. So move up to 2 spaces. So she's going to take the elf with her to this space, and then she's going to go off to Krampus by herself. That costs 1 time. This elf is like, oh, okay, you take care of that. I'm just going to be over here, staying safe. And she's like, yeah, for a little while you'll be safe. Now we will Furious Strike. We are, again, we're only really asking for 1 success. If you give us 2, I will not be mad. Take these. Come on. 1 success. 1 success. Whew. Okay, 1 success. So now the question becomes, deal 3 damage to this guy or deal 4 damage to this guy by discarding 2 cards. He regains 1 health. We hit him with a weak attack. We're doing 3 damage. He still has 1 left. Yeah, we need to do an extra damage here. So we've got guard, walk, close call, short rest to discard. I think we're discarding short rest. We're going to have 5 to spend. We're getting a walk back. Yeah. We're going to get rid of the other walk. Which turns that into a success, which means on the Furious Strike, we just deal 1 extra damage. Now, when he goes here... Well, wait, hold on. Let's buy the cards. So we're going to buy back the zero costers. We got $5. Do we take a retaliate? In case he stays alive. Yes, in case he stays alive, we do want a retaliate. That's 4, and we take a close call. Okay. I think maybe we can pull this thing off. I think maybe we can pull this off. Sprint, short rest. All right. He's like, thanks so much for taking care of Krampus. Krampus pops into existence. Mrs. Claus, please. He regains a heart. And now we are in the title scenario. Final girl. We walk. We technically don't need any successes here. Technically. But I would still say we want one. Okay, great. 1 success. Awesome, sweet, good. This is here, but then we lose it on the walk. We get 1 success. We are in the same space as Krampus. Weak attack. 1 success. And we flip this over and see how much health this boy truly has. 1 success. 1 success. 1 success. That's fine. We've got cards to discard. Focus. Okay. 1 success. That means we lose a heart. And he takes 1, 2, 3 damage. If this is blank, we win. If it's not, there's a little bit more fighting left to do. Krampus has cramped his last piss. Is that what they say? Oh, okay. We won at the expense of so many elves. This is not the amount of elves that died because we needed to add a couple more throughout the course of the game. Santa is going to have a little bit of trouble, I think, producing all of the required gifts this year. But hey, when he hires a couple new elves, we don't need to worry about Krampus anymore because Mrs. Claus took care of it. She took care of business with a hammer in one hand and an ice skate in the other. And that is how we won the day. Well, that is North Pole Nightmare, the very, very newest game from Ryder Games. I thought it was a lot of fun. Stay tuned. Who knows exactly when it'll go up, but stay tuned for eventually my review of North Pole Nightmare. And not this coming Wednesday, but next week Wednesday, my top 10 favorite games of all time. You can enjoy that. Until then, stay safe. Have a happy holiday. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, any of the other holidays that you are celebrating. Enjoy them and take care. Have a good one, guys. Bye.